Yeah, I took the truck in this morning to get the transmission fluid changed, and you know, they said to be done by noon. It's 11 now, so we'll see. You know, I don't always have a lot of faith. So I think I showed you this one yesterday. Just waiting on the carburetor. That should be here tomorrow. I tried to clean this one and it just wouldn't clean up, so we'll get it changed and washed. We'll pressure wash it. We got a storm coming tonight, so we still got this one sitting here. It's been here a long time, but she's already paid, so I guess. So I thought I'd talk about the other channel a little bit today. I don't know, this channel I've made a video nearly every day for 9 years. I say nearly. I mean, there's occasions where something will happen and I'll have to upload an old one, and I have missed a day or two, but it's not very often. 9 years every day making a video, and I know that a lot of people just, they don't understand that. That's like, oh, so you make a video. But it is, I don't know, there's just a lot to YouTube that is it's just hard to explain. I mean, I've seen YouTubers try to explain it, but you have the emotional roller coaster ride and you're trying to figure out, you know, the best strategies. You're trying to figure out the changes of YouTube that happen nearly daily. Trying to figure out how to grab an audience, trying to figure out how to hold an audience, trying to figure out the niche. And then the niche finally dries up, and then you're like, well, now what do I do? And I mean, we've had two different niches on this channel. It used to be a traveling channel, and now it's an off-grid channel. And it's just, and the thing is, I guess, you know, there are a few very dedicated folks that watch videos every day for 9 years. And I'm just thrilled about that. And that's why I keep this channel going, actually. But in reality, I'm not growing anymore. I lose subscribers every day. 5 to 10 subscribers every day. And a lot of that is probably bots, you know, the system's cleaning up old bots. But I don't gain any subscribers. And the algorithm has changed. YouTube has changed. YouTube wants to push out shorts. YouTube wants to get rid of vlogging channels. They either want you to have an hour-long video that people can watch on their TVs so they can compete with Netflix, or they want a short video to get that dopamine hit. They don't want this. What I find frustrating or interesting, or whatever you want to call it, is this is what made YouTube what it is today. So I guess there's more money involved with, you know, obviously you get more ads in a longer video. YouTube takes home nearly 100% profit off short videos. Very rarely do short videos ever get monetized. I mean, anytime I post a short video, it's monetized, but you figure you got to have 1 million views and 1 million subscribers, or I mean, it's ridiculous how many people, or the requirements to get monetized with YouTube shorts. Now, in order to get monetized with a regular channel, with a, you know, long form, you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. It takes you about a year, is my understanding. But with shorts, some people never accomplish it. So they go ahead and put it out there, but YouTube still monetizes that for themselves, so they keep 100% of that profitability. They also keep a higher percentage of short video money, AdSense money. I think with long form they keep 40%, but I think with shorts, don't quote me, but it's like 50% or something. So they keep more of it. And then you have to share your money with other YouTubers. So, you know, they give you an ad like every 3 or 4 videos. So you're scrolling and then you get an ad. Well, those people within that 4 videos all split that 50%. So it's very little money. But YouTube has finally started being profitable. And I think it's one of the most profitable companies in the world now. It's something like that. I mean, it's hugely profitable. But for most of its existence, it's been in the red. So I guess there's that. I mean, I can't argue with the business strategy. I mean, they got to make money. That's fine. I mean, you know, they got billions of dollars worth of infrastructure they have to maintain, and employees and salespeople. It's got to be a lot, but still, it makes old guys like me that's been on the YouTube forever really struggle to figure out how to conform to the new rules. Well, it didn't take me long to figure this out. When I figured out that there's a button down underneath this video, or at least most videos, says transcribe, and you hit the button and it tells you exactly what the video is. Okay, so now they've read what the video is about. What's the point of watching a 15-minute video when you just read it? There's absolutely no point to it. So I had to figure out how I was going to get around that. The other thing YouTube does is they're very keen on the browse feature. They want you scrolling, hitting a video, scrolling, hitting a video. They don't care about search anymore. And if they do care about search, they throw up a short video. So let's just say, you know, how to build solar panels. You know, I got 50,000 videos on how to build a solar panel system. But they'll throw out 50,000 short videos that doesn't show you anything. So YouTube's search criteria is even goofed up. They're still wanting that dopamine hit. What they're hoping is that you'll search for how to build a solar panel system, and you'll watch it and think, okay, well, I'm just going to start scrolling. That's what they want you to do. They don't want you stopping. So really, the whole platform for long form videos is just gone. This kind of long form. I mean, if you're sitting down for an hour long video, that's not gone. That's supposed to be like, you know, the #1 long form video content. So I had to change thinking. After 9 years, I had to change that. So as you know, I started another channel, and it's a lawnmower repair channel. And I have completely rearranged my thinking when it comes to how I deal with YouTube now. And it's quite honestly, I've decided I'm not going to deal with them. They host my video, period. That's it. I'm done with them. I've given them 9 years of hard work, and they just threw it away. It's like, well, you don't matter to me anymore. So I had to change what I wanted to do. So what I did was, well, initially what I did was I still had the YouTube mindset. For the first 8-9 months, I was still thinking YouTube. But I was thinking about search criteria. So I was making 20-minute videos, and I was trying to hybrid my situation where I would show up in browse and in search. But, you know, that was still old-fashioned thinking. I'm still trying to get into browse. I'm still trying to get into search. I'm still trying to get into YouTube. That was just wrong thinking. So I don't know, a few months ago, I had a video start taking off from Google search, completely away from YouTube. Google started showing my videos massively. So I have what's called evergreen videos now. And the one that really popped up to the top, and it's still at the top, is I replaced a seal on a transmission on a Cub Cadet. It was leaking oil at the transmission. So I replaced that. And it is absolutely doing fantastic. Now, the downside to that video is not only did I show them how to change the seal, I showed them how to add oil to the transmission. And they're scrolling past the transmission fill, you know, filling the oil up. They're scrolling past it. And they're only focused on the seal. So what I learned from that video is I should have made 2 videos. One from the transmission seal, and one to fill the transmission. So that was a huge learning lesson. Although it hasn't hurt that video, it's still doing fantastic. Google doesn't care about watch time. It doesn't care. It cares about, did I solve a problem? So what Google sees is, okay, somebody types in repair or leaky transmission Cub Cadet. It shows my video, and the guy watches the video. He doesn't do any more searches. That was it. That's all he needed. So Google says, oh, that video is important to viewers, so they just keep promoting that video. Anybody's got it. Whereas YouTube would say, well, they didn't watch it all the way through, so that's a terrible video, even though they clicked it and watched the things they needed out of it. So Google and YouTube has completely different criteria. Google wants to be responsible for helping you fix things. YouTube wants to make you addicted to dopamine. So once I realized that from that video, I've been splitting up my videos now. So like yesterday, today I actually edited 2 videos. One was a deck belt change and one was a drive belt change. Same lawnmower. Drop the deck, change the deck belt, drop the deck, change the drive belt. I actually used the same footage for some of the 2 videos, some of the same footage. For example, I had to drop the deck. Well, you have to drop the deck for both of them. So I dropped the deck, and then I copied that footage and put it into the other video. So I got 2 videos out of that. One's about decks, one's about drive. And the thing is, they're both going to show up in Google search. And nobody will be scrolling past, even though Google doesn't care. So I find this fascinating. I can't grow on YouTube anymore. It's just fundamentally impossible. Google is almost the old YouTube. Google is where the money is. I mean, Google's not paying, well, although they own YouTube, Google is not responsible for paying me, YouTube is. But I'm bringing traffic into YouTube through Google. And it's huge. It's absolutely huge. So, as small as my channel is, one video has brought in 700 views this month, that Cub Cadet. And I'm getting all kinds, I can't even tell you which videos are getting Google search now, because there's so many I can't keep up with it. I find it fascinating. So I went back and retitled a lot of my videos so it would be Google specific. So it just doesn't matter now, as long as Google, if Google tests one of your videos, they don't care how many views it has. It could have 1 view. They don't care. They just want to make sure that whoever clicks it watches it, and then they don't do any more searching. So this is huge for me. It takes the stress off you. It's just, for 9 years, every day, it's been a job. It's just been a job. Doing a job, making videos, doing the best I can. And, you know, in this last year or so, maybe 2 years, I've just kind of given up. I make videos because folks like me. And I want to make sure that I keep that content going. But it's just a job. And I hate that. But the lawnmower videos, that's more like a business. I edit, well, like today, I edited 2 videos from the same lawnmower. I have enough videos to get me through February 1st now. And once I get this one done, that'll be February, I guess, 7th or 8th, whatever it is, of next year. So I'm 8 weeks shy, 8 videos shy of 1 year's worth of content. 1 year's worth of content. Ready to go. I could die tomorrow and the videos would still release for another year. There's no stress to that. That's just pure, well, when I get a video, I'll make a video. Now, of course, business has been slowing down. It does have me a bit concerned that I'm not going to get enough videos. So I have been looking for lawnmowers to repair that I can buy and flip. So, you know, if I get one of those, I'll have 3 or 4 or 5 videos that I can make. Like this one. I even asked Google, because not Google, YouTube. I asked YouTube a very specific question. This one, I cleaned the carburetor and it didn't work. It's one of these Nicky carburetors, and what happens is over time that plastic inside will start to warp. So you can clean it, you can put new gaskets in it, but if that plastic has warped, it's gone. So as soon as you take the bowl off, it was flat because the bowl was holding it flat, but as soon as you take the bowl off, it warps and you can't get it to flatten back out. that plastic. So that's what happened here. It's a notorious problem. Everybody has problems with that. So now I had to buy a new carburetor. Well, I was going to delete all that footage. So I asked YouTube, should I delete that footage, or what do you think? And it said, absolutely not. Keep the footage, and then just explain to everybody that you need to buy the carburetor because these Nickies are terrible. You get about a 50% chance that it's going to work. So then I went over to Gemini, which is Google's AI, and I asked the same question, and it was more adamant. It even gave me titles that I could post about it, explaining how Google was going to pick up on this. So it's just, if I focus on Google being the search engine now, being the thing that recommends my videos, everything is stress-free at this point. It is quite incredible. The thing is, I've stopped making short videos on that other channel, and the reason I have is because it's competing against my long form. When you do a search in YouTube, not Google, YouTube, it pulls up short videos. So I have two videos, a short video and a long form video on a Ryobi pressure washer. The Ryobi pressure washer short video was supposed to send people over to my long form. It doesn't. That's what YouTube says it does, but it doesn't, and nobody goes over to the long form. They watch the short form and think, okay, well, and then they scroll to the next dopamine hit. That's all it is. So I'm getting all kinds of views for that short video, but I wanted the views for the long video. And guess what is actually providing those views? Google. So I'm really excited about this. The next 4 years on YouTube is going to be fantastic if everything kind of stays the same. So if you'll click this up next box and take the video over to my other channel, I really appreciate it. Go check it out. So if I can inspire you, I don't know, don't get old so you can keep fresh, so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.